Look at your hands for a second. Really look at them. If your family comes from anywhere outside of Africa, then somewhere between 1 and 4% of everything that makes you was written by a Neanderthal. Not as a metaphor, not as a nice idea. Real physical DNA, copied down through about 2000 generations, sitting inside every single cell of those hands right now. And it is not just sitting there quietly, it's working today on you. Let me tell you how it got there. Around 40 to 60,000 years ago, our ancestors walked out of Africa into a world that was cold and dark and full of things that wanted to eat them. And that world was already occupied. The Neanderthals had been surviving there for hundreds of thousands of years. They knew that place. They knew which plants would kill you. They knew what the winter did. And our people met them. We don't know what those meetings were like. Some were probably violent, some were probably nothing, but some we know for absolute certain ended with children. Because those children are why you're here, listening to this, carrying pieces of both. And here's what those pieces are doing: your immune system. Some of the genes your body uses to recognize and fight off certain infections came directly from Neanderthals. Think about what that means. They had spent thousands of generations getting sick and dying in that cold northern world, and their bodies had learned, and they handed us that lesson for free, written into our blood. When you fight off a virus this winter, part of the machinery doing that work is a survival kit inherited from a cousin who has been extinct for 40,000 years. It goes further. Your skin, your hair, whether you burn in the sun or tan, how your body handles cold, all of it touched by those genes. But now, let me tell you the part that makes people uncomfortable. Scientists have gone hunting through the human genome and they found more than 4,000 separate pieces of Neanderthal DNA scattered through modern people, influencing dozens of different traits. And some of those traits are not what you'd expect at all. How fast you burn calories, how you sleep, whether you're a morning person or you come alive at night. And yes, even mood, even in some people, a tendency toward feeling low. So the next time you're lying awake at 2 in the morning and you can't work out why, there is a small real chance that the reason is a gene that walked through an ice age in someone else's body, long before your family had a name. Now, I want to be careful here because this is where people go too far. Nobody is saying a Neanderthal gene decides who you are. Those are tiny nudges, whispers, not commands. You are not a Neanderthal, and they didn't hand you your personality, but they handed you something. Here's what gets me about all this: they lost. That's the plain truth of it. Their world ended. Every single one of them died. And the last ones probably didn't know they were the last. There was a final Neanderthal somewhere, sometime, and nobody wrote it down. And yet, they are still here, in your immune system, in your sleep, in the color of your hair. They found the only kind of immortality that was ever available to them. They became part of us. You never met them, you never will. But you carry them with you everywhere you go, every day of your life. And you'll pass them on to people who'll never know their name. That's not extinction. Not really. That's something else entirely.